Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the meeting, January 12th, 2021. Roll call.
Murray,
Here.
Smith,
Here.
Burns,
Here.
Keeper,
Here.
Blanford.
Here.
At this time, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Lord, for always being present in our lives. We pray for our world, our country, and this town on these very troubled times. Give us wisdom as we face these challenges. Amen.
Were there any changes to the minutes at the end of the year meeting on December 29th, 2020?
I make a motion they be approved as we receive them. I do.
Blanford,
Abstain.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Keeper,
Abstain.
Murray.
Aye.
3 ayes, 0 nays, and 2 abstain.
Another old business item, there was kind of a mix-up with Dan Hammond on the ethics board. We did talk with him, and he would like to continue on that board with the term of 1/1/2021 to 12/31/2024.
I'll make a motion that we reinstate Dan Hammond on the ethics board from 1/1/2021 to 12/31/2024.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Abstain.
Keeper,
Aye.
and Blanford.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 abstain.
At this time, we'll go into the reports. First up is Justice Farley. Included in the Justice Report is a letter announcing the availability of justice records for the year 2020 for examination. Also included is the audit requirement pursuant to UJCA 2019-A. The request for an audit of the justice record should be reflected in the monthly minutes, and I would like to request a copy of the minutes for my audit file. Attached, please find the information related to my monthly submission report to the State Comptroller Justice Court Fund. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, Justice Bartlett. Next up is the Assessor, Holly Small. I have sent out all annual examination renewals to property owners. All exemption renewals and new exemptions need to be submitted by March 1st. Taxable status date to my office. My office hours remain the same. Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to noon. I'm available other times, evenings and weekends by appointment. I have been processing monthly transfers, escrows, and other administrative duties throughout the month. I am continuing to do field review on all open building permits as well as verifying recent sales. I attended an Assessor Association meeting on January 6, 2021. As we begin our new year, I have attached a copy of the assessment calendar for the year. Once again, if there are any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. Sue, could you put the calendar out on the bulletin board? That'd be nice for people to look at. Next up is the Code Enforcement Officer, John Leonard Jr. He just went to one complaint, traveled 124 miles. And that's it for now. Next up is the dog control report. Deborah Matthews. One unleashed dog, State Route 21, hit by car, dog is blind. One injured and sick dog, call from 911, dog hit by a fire station, police called. Owner transported dog to emergency vet in Rochester. And that was on 12/13. Next up is the highway report from Jeff Moore.
We went out 17 times for snow and ice. Changed the cutting edge on the Dodge 5500 and the 06 20 Mac, the wing blades. Changed the spinner motor on the 06 Mac and mixed the sand.
Anything from the planning board?
I have a few items.
Okay.
I have two land parcels that are going to be coming under review for being split. One is from Lynn Blades on Evans Road, and she's splitting off a portion of the property that used to be the area where her father's house was. It's being rented out, and she's going to sell it to the current renters. I don't foresee any issues with that, and I believe you have an envelope for me from.
It's right here.
Aren't you? Yeah, that's the package from her. I have another one for the property of Floyd Loper, which is going to be parceled out and a piece bought by a man by the name of Ron Boyce. I've spoken to him a few times, but I haven't had any official submission from him yet.
Okay.
Tom Newell sent me an email earlier today saying that he was not going to be continuing as a member of the planning board. So we're going to have another request for someone to fill that seat.
Okay, that's too bad. Tom's a good guy.
Yep, yep.
Who's Lee?
Tom Newell.
Oh, okay.
And at the last meeting in December, we opened discussions on reviewing the land use regulations and developing a comprehensive plan.
Oh, good.
And we're going to pick that up again next week.
Okay,
That's it.
thank you. No ZBA members. Marion's not.
Oh, she fell on the ice tonight, hurt her knee.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the organizational meeting. I'll try to go through these as smoothly as possible. We have to do these every year, so they're kind of cumbersome. Number one, we need to approve Supervisor Emily Murray to transfer funds and sign checks.
Do you want to lump these all into one, just read down through them all and call it one motion, or you want to do them all individually?
Let's do 1 through 4 on one.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve Supervisor Emily Murray to transfer funds and sign checks
And do banking.
and do banking.
Yeah, that would take care of all that.
Okay.
And to invest.
And to invest town funds.
Roll call?
Kiefer,
Aye.
Lansford,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
and Murray.
Abstain.
Yeah. 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 abstain.
And then let's do number 5 and 6, because that's Cindy Smith.
I make a motion that we approve to appoint Cindy Smith as deputy supervisor for year 2021 at a salary of $500 per year, and approve deputy supervisor Cindy Smith to transfer town funds and sign checks.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Lansford,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Abstain.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, 1 abstain.
And let's do number 7 by itself.
I'll make a motion to authorize the tax collector to return tax money over to supervisor once a week.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Lansford.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstain.
Number 8 is approve the salaries of elected officials, supervisors 6,000, councilman 4 at 2,000 each, town clerk tax collector at 11,246, town justice at 12,000, and highway superintendent at 55,000.
I'll make-
Approve the salaries for, move to approve the salaries for the elected officials for the year of 2021.
A second.
Roll call?
Kiefer,
Aye.
Lansford,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstain. We gotta go back because I went ahead and numbered all these, so now I'm all messed up. Okay, so, we did number 3 by itself, right?
No, we did 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 through 4, okay, there's number 3, okay.
And then 5 and 6,
Okay.
7 by itself,
Okay.
8's by itself. Then that's where we're at. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
You okay? No.
I'm good, thank
Okay.
you, thank you.
Next up, we need to approve 1-year appointments and their salary for the 2021 term. Attorney for the town, Richardson and Poulin, $165 per hour. Historian, Cindy Smith, $120 per year. Dog control officer, Deborah Matthews, $3,700 per year. Assistant DCO, Michael Matthews, $950 per year. Code enforcement officer, John Leonard, $5,000 per year. Housekeeper, Nancy Hatzel, $12.50 per hour. Record manager officer, Susan Peck. Records advisory board, Susan Peck, Cindy Smith, Candy Clark. Budget officer, Emily Murray. Mail clerk, Susan Peck. Newspaper reporter, supervisor, Emily Murray. Baldwin services for accounting, $7,250. Baldwin services for payroll, $2,100. IT, Ed's computers, hourly rate as needed. Health officer, Dr. McKellar, $410 per year. Registrar of vital statistics, $500 per year.
I'll make a motion to approve the 1-year appointments and their salaries for 2021 term, as stated.
I'll second that.
Roll call?
Lansford,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Abstain.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nay, 1 abstain.
Next up, we need to approve the following salaries. Assessor, $12,519 per year. Board of Assessment Review, the chair, $30 per hour. 2 members at $25 per hour.
I'll make a motion to approve the following salaries as stated. The assessor, board of assessment review, the chair, and the 2 members.
I'll second it.
Roll
Murray,
call? Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Kiefer,
Aye.
and Lansford.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstains.
And then finally, we need to approve organization and how often salaries are paid for the year 2021. Monthly town board meeting, 2nd Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. at the Fremont Town Hall. Official newspaper, Evening Tribune. Official bank, Community Bank. Mileage rate is 56 cents per mile, that's the 2021 federal rate. Salaries that are paid bi-weekly. Superintendent of highways, highway employees, and town clerk/tax collector. Salaries paid monthly. Supervisor, assessor, dog control officer, deputy dog control officer, justice, code enforcement officer, and deputy highway superintendent. Salaries paid quarterly. Councilman, registrar, deputy supervisor, and accountant/payroll. Salaries paid annually. Health officer, registrar of vital statistics, and historian. And then finally, salaries paid hourly. Housekeeper, board of assessment review members, town attorney, and part-time highway employee.
I'll make a motion to approve the organization and how often salaries are paid for the year 2021 as stated by the supervisor.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Kiefer,
Aye.
Lansford,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstains.
Okay, so moving on to the regular meeting. We need a resolution to audit the justice court records for the year 2020 by Baldwin Services. The cost is approximately $600.
I make a resolution to audit the justice court records for the year 2020 by
I'll
Baldwin
second.
Services.
Sorry, Dr. Dunn.
Roll call?
Lansford,
Aye.
Burns, Smith,
need to approve the contract from Richardson and Poulin for 2021, and that's the same as last year's.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract for Richardson and Poulin for 2021.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Heber,
Aye.
Blanford.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstentions.
And then next up, we need to accept the resignation of Thomas Flansburgh from the Highway Committee.
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Thomas Blanford from the Highway Committee.
I second it.
Roll call?
Kiefer,
Aye.
Lansberg,
Abstain.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Murray.
Nay.
2 ayes, 2 nays, and 1 abstain.
We can probably, I do have in here to review part-time labor applications. We could probably go into executive session for that. We can do that at the end. So we have to do, Dean and Cindy, did you get the 2 emails I sent you?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just sent them at like 5:45-ish.
Let me see if I can get them on my phone.
Okay.
Were they the application?
No, they're line transfers that we have to do.
Oh, yes, I got that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about now, yes.
They're just cleaning up from the bills that we paid at the end of the year.
This is basically what Baldwin's recommended. They
Yeah,
wanted
this
all
is-
these transfers.
This is directly from them. So basically, we need to, we'll do 2 resolutions, one in the general fund, and then one in the highway fund.
I'll make a motion to make the following transfers. $1,123 in the general fund.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Lansberg,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Murray.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstain.
I'll make a motion to transfer $29,239 in the highway fund as recommended by Baldwin's Accounting.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Murray,
Aye.
Smith,
Aye.
Burns,
Aye.
Kiefer,
Aye.
Lansberg.
Aye.
5 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstain.
And then we received a letter, or actually an email from Justin Lotak today. Dear Town Board of Fremont, to follow up on December's town meeting, there was a question about whether the complaint resolution, CRP, for Barren Winds has been sent to the town of Fremont. We did send a copy of the CRP to the town of Fremont's email address registered on the DMM on April 2nd, 2020. Throughout the development of the project and its CRP, the town of Fremont provided comments during the application review process and throughout testimony. We did make a minor change to the CRP in the summer of 2020 so as to update our company email address. We're happy to address any specific questions of the town of Fremont may have pertaining to the CRP. Sincerely, Justin Lotek. And I made a copy of that if you wanted to look at it.
Okay.
Because I did pull it up and I did find it on the DMM.